Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. My name is Balram Prasad and I am working with Microsoft as a senior software engineer. And in today's demo, we are going to learn about IoT remote monitoring, how we can leverage some of the services provided by Azure for IoT to monitor that remote locations where these IoT devices are installed. So for this demo, we are going to leverage the simulator because we do not have actual device. We will use Raspberry Pi simulator, and the simulator will send messages and temperatures details to IoT Hub, and then IoT Hub we will connect with Logic app and try to see that if we are able to send emails or we are going to persist in storage, because it might be possible that I do not have email configured all into our subscription. So let's go and see this one. So as I talked that we are going to use the Raspberry Pi online simulator as we do not have device, and then we will create IoT Hub where they will connect and send the messages, and then we will create the service bus namespace and queue, and we will connect the service bus and namespace and queue in IoT Hub as a custom endpoint, and then we will create routing rule where some of the messages based on some of the details it will send some of the message to service based namespace and queue, and using that we will try to see if Logic app is being triggered or not, and it is able to send some email if we configure that email, or it is going to persist into a storage for further use or not. So that is what we are going to do this one. But the very basic question that why we want to do this one, right? What is the use case for this one? What is the benefit for this one? So if we go into that site, if we see this is what is the benefit for IoT based temperature monitoring system, right? This is a real based example where you want to monitor, you want to install some of the IoT devices into labs where something is happening, right? You want to monitor their temperature because it is vital for lab to maintain a control environment, right? Temperature and other things. So we can use that IoT devices input there, and then remotely we can monitor. And if something goes wrong, say if anything temperature is going high, then we can generate alert, and people will take care of that one. Similar thing we can do for food safety compliance, right? In the restaurant retail, right? If something is not meeting with whatever standard set by authorities, we can do that one, right? That is one of the great example. We can monitor that equipment, right? A lot of companies or lot of manufacturing based companies uses this technology to monitor their system, that if any rise in temperature is happening or not. If say, anything is happening, then can we detect as early as possible so that they can save people from unexpected malfunction or breakdown or disaster, right? So these are the few examples we can go on that one, and how the benefit we have instant notification and alert. Productivity will be high, accessibility from remote location. You do not have to sit and perform everything, monitor from that location. It can be governed gathered from remote location, and you can maintain regulatory compliance also. So that is a few great thing. And there are a lot of company which uses this technology. There are a lot of company which build software using this technology. So let's go to Azure portal and let's start creating this one. So we are in Azure portal, and as we talked about that, we are going to create resource group for this IoT related demo. Let me create quickly. And I'm going to keep this one is TS only, or we can change that one to other one also, whatever makes sense. So let's go with Central US. Our resource group has been created. Now I'm going to create an IoT hub. Okay. As we talk about that, an IoT hub is used for connecting millions of devices, whether they are running using Windows OS on that devices or Linux OS or any other real-time operating system, right? They can get the command from IoT hub, or they can send them performance related command messages to this IoT hub. So let's go ahead and create this one. And I'm to keep in central US because that is what we thought we will do. So we can enable this one from public access or private access. Private access, when we do that one, we have to add private endpoint and other thing. So I'm not going in that details right now. I'm creating with public access only. And in management section, we can see the details about the pricing tiers and details like if we go for free tiers, there is defender for IoT is disabled, so that feature is disabled. For rest of the feature, if we go and see that basic tier, some other features are also disabled. So we can go for standard feature S1. Let it me the defender IoT edge, everything is enabled for that one. I can go and choose the disabled world, that does not matter, but let it be enabled for that one. And how that access control will be used, only RBAC or shared access or policy plus RBAC both. So that we can keep the same, both we need to that do that one. So add me to IoT hub contributor role, that is okay, we can do anyway. I am admin on this subscription, so I have access on these details, right? So all this preview mode and other things is going to come. uh, Tags are generally used for that if you want to categorize this one using pre-prod, prod, or maybe you want to see that one costing perspective, or maybe organization you want to put, or service or team, that you can put all the details. So we can go next and see that one, how it is going to create this. It will take some time, so let's wait. Till the time it is happening, let's install one of the tool which we generally used for exploring that what message is coming to IoT Hub, and that tool is IoT Hub Explorer, I guess. Let's see. So we can go ahead and install that one. Let's go ahead and see what are the releases is there. So we can go for MSI. Let me download this one. It will help us to see when IoT device, any IoT device which we are going to see, and we will use the simulator for that one because we do not have any actual device. So we will see that what kind of message is coming, and it will help us to see, visualize, and then configure that one next step. So let's see. So this IoT resource has been created. Now we can go ahead and see this one. So if you see this one right now, this is the page where IoT Hub provides all the details. What is the message used per today is zero, then daily quota, and how many IoT devices connected to this one. All this is going to come. And if you go into see this one, this is the place where we can find the connected devices, what is the authentication type they are using, and if we need to add using this one. So all this we can do from here, and we are going to do because we have to add devices, and for devices we are going to use simulator. And then message routing is the place where we can go and see that how much built-in points are there. Then we are going to leverage these things to route our messages to service bus, and then we will see that how to connect logic app for this demo, right? So using message routing, we can connect to endpoints, either event hub, service bus queue, service bus topic, storage, and other things. And also we can update some messages that, okay, if we want to update any value for incoming messages, or we want to add any tags or custom message field, so we can add that one. We are going to see some use the leverage the some of the things in that custom endpoint for demos. So let's see that one. So now let's create some of the devices. Let's add one device like uh, soft which demo device one, right? Let me add this one. Okay, this one. And I will try to have two devices in two different things. So let me add one more. Soft which demo device, right? So these two device has been added, but because you see that last status and other thing is not connected. Let's start our thing. First let's install this tool. So, so this is the tool for IoT Hub. To explore that one, I can go ahead and grab the connection string, and then we can leverage that one. So for that connection string, we need to go to shared access policy, and we can get the connection string. So this there are built-in policy, and we can add more. We will see the details. So let's go ahead and grab this one, primary one, and we can go here and we can see. So we can see there are two devices are right now they are disconnected, and if we go in details we can see that what are the details over here, right? So we that is how this device this is being used right now. So we can go and see that more details for this one. Okay, so let me now start simulator for that purpose. So simulator is there, which is developed into node.js verify web simulator. That is what we are going to leverage this one. So this is if you see, this is because we do not have device, we are going to leverage this simulator, and this is the Raspberry Pi simulator built for testing purpose, and this is the developed into node.js, and this all has details. So what we have to do, we have to grab that we have to create the devices, and then we have to grab the primary key and other things from that device. We did created that device, so we will leverage that one, and then we have to replace that one into line number 15, and that's all we have to do. So if you see this, there are line number 15, and I can open this same into another window also. Okay, so let's go into our portal, and this is not that connection string. We need to get the connection string from our devices, so that it will have the device ID and other things. So if we go into device section for device one, and we can copy this details primary string from here. Let's primary connection string. Let me go with the first one. Here I'm going to replace this one quickly. That's all we have to do. And this is monitoring that temperature. This is a simulator for temperature monitor, and this is this suppose this is installed into some place, and it has sensor to monitor temperature and other things, and it is going to send to our IoT hub. So that is what it is going to do. Let's run this one, and let's see that it is able to send or not, right? So right now it is sending message ID equals to 1, device ID equals to Raspberry Pi 1 client, and this is all these things is there, right? This is coming right now, and this is what all these details are coming from here. So if we go and see little bit into our portal, Azure portal, let's go back to our Azure portal, and let's see that into our IoT hub and overview section. Now we should be able to see that 11 messages came. There are two IoT devices we have created, but still we have connected only one. So we can see the details into some more details we can see from here. If we refresh this one, let's see, this is, if you see, this is connected right now, and using the SAS token it is created. If we go into details of this one, and if we go into telemetry, we can see the details for telemetry, that we can see what events are it is receiving. So let's see that. So if you see this is the this is sent by that device, that this is the temperature, body dot temperature, and in queue message all this coming. So partly fine. One device we have connected. Let's try to connect the another device. Let me stop this one, and because we created one more into the same simulator into this place, so I'm going to grab the another one, another device, and this is the device. I'm going to get the primary connection string for this one, and then I can go into our this section, and we can change it here. The only part I want to see this in simulator, that where is the device ID is coming. It should generally should be picking from this one, because device ID we are passing here. But in the message, if you see message, it is sending that Raspberry Pi and other things. So I just wanted to see that if we have any place where we can update the device ID. Web client message MQT and default IC address, temperature, sending message failed to this one. Okay, let me see this one, run this one also. So it is also sending, but yeah, I wanted to change this device ID. I will see that one later. So let's see this one. Let's go to devices now. Our both devices should be connected now. It is not referencing right now. Let's see why it is there like this one disconnected. Let me go and see telemetry. This one it is sending, but maybe device ID is different, so that it is trying to see that only one device ID is connected, but it is getting some message into device 2 also. I will go back and stop this one for now, and let me go back to, yeah, this is also connected, very great. So now if we come to our portal, so this hub, right, let's see that there are too many messages right now. 105 messages came right now. Number of messages, it is going up, and this all started coming. We can go and see something from here also, that it is enabled and other things. Let's go and see. Now we can go and see the routing part, right? So we can see the built-in point is there, and if this is that how this built-in point is being connected to using this one to connect this one. If you see this one, this is the built-in point is connecting, and it is reading all this is coming from head this place only. So but we are going to use the message routing. So for message routing, and for this demo, we are going to use the service bus queue, but we do not have any service bus queue created. So we are going to see that one how to create. Either we will use the service bus queue or bus topic, but mostly let's create the service bus queue first and try to see. For creation of service bus queue, let's go ahead into our bus. And if you see, this is the cloud messaging service provided by Azure for queue and topic. So queue is that we can listen the queue, and then depending upon that one, topic is similar, but topic is multiple people are subscribing that topic, and other thing that we can see. Okay, and our resource are into central US. So keep this resource also that place. And now we have to select that one, that pricing tier, premium or standard or basic. So basic is going to give that 1 million operation per month. So we are okay with basic one, because we are going to have just demo. And what is the TLS version? Networking is always same, that we can enable, if we select the premium, we can enable private access and public access, all this tagging. So let's go. Validation is succeeded. Let's create service bus. Okay, so our service bus resource has been also created, and we can go see this one. Let's create first queue. Yeah. So as we have created this queue, okay, let's go to our IoT Hub. And in IoT Hub, we can add the first custom endpoint. Let's add custom endpoint, and that custom endpoint will be service bus queue. So we can put name, and then we can select the service bus which we created and queue, and it will be key based. Better to have system assigned or user assigned managed identity, but right now we are going with key based identity. So let's go. So now our custom endpoint is created. Now we can do route. So for this demo, what we are thinking to do, that if you see our device is sending this kind of message, right? And with the message also, in some of the message, it is sending property as temperature alert equals to true. If it is more than 30, right, temperature, then it says that okay, you alert that one, it is more temperature, and that is what we are going to capture that one. So let's create one route, alert route we can create, and we know that we have created this service bus queue endpoint, that is, and we are going based on device telemetry message, whatever message device is sending. We are not right now trapping that device life cycle event or connection state or twin changes. We will see that later. And instead of true makes sense for everything, it will say start sending that one. We will say that if temperature alert is equals to true, then only send that message to our service bus. Rest of message we will be keeping to fallback route which is there. Let me show you. So if you see, this is the disable. If this is enabled right now, fallback route. So if anything is not going with this route, it will go by a fallback route to built-in endpoints, where this is the route that will go to default one. So this is what we did into right now our IoT hub. So in some time, when we know that our uh, when we know that our this message is being sent, if you see this message is being sent from both of the devices right now, then we can see that one is message is here, device is another message it is sending from here. So both are sending right now. Let's go ahead and see into our this one. So if you see this one right now, something get started coming, right? So right now let's go into this one, and we see 10 messages coming, right? 10 messages is already there. Let's see that in service bus explorer, that we can go and see that what is that message are. So if we see pick from start, let's see that one of the message, it is says that temperature is 31. You will not see that temperature less than 31, but it is sending right now. We can go and validate that one, that it is sending something 31, 30, and less than 26, right? 26, if you see, that will not be in 21 right now. All this is coming, but it is going to be this one only. So right now we get that okay, message is coming. So second step we are done right now, 15 message are there. Let's go, and now we are going to create a logic app, right? So that we can send the alert based on logic app. Temp alert, right? Let's put that software name, software temp alert, and this will be workflow based, and it will be in central US. Right now we are going with consumption one. Let's go with consumption one first, and we do not need redundancy and other things. Let's go ahead and create quickly. Okay, So logic app has been created. Let's go ahead and see this one, that when a message is received in a service bus queue, that is what we have to do, right? So let's go, and we have to sign in service bus, and we have to give using access key. So let's go ahead and we can get this access key from here, message listen send, but we do not need full. So we can go and we can say that listen, right? Listen one, and let's see. So listen when we can get that connection string on key, whatever required connection string. Let's see, and we can put that uh package q alert q connection string, right? Next, let's create this connection string. Okay, let's continue this one. So how many what you want to check that item? So let's have 1 minute. Every 1 minute it will change. Check, right? And queue is going to be main queue, not dead letter queue. Name of the queue we can pick that one. So okay, it is saying that it's not authorized from here. So let's go from here. Which key we provided? Listen. So only listen we have given. So let's keep this one the queue name here manually. It custom value. Okay. So now name we can say. We can go at what how you want to notify. For now, let's go ahead. I want to try this sending email with a Gmail. So I guess send Gmail, and let's put that one, send email to Gmail. We need to sign in. So I'm doing the sign in another window. It pop-ups another window where we have to put all the details for signing purpose. If you go into this one, we have to give the details for our Gmail and other things. We have to give the password. Let me give the password. It asks about that two-step verification and other things. So let me give that one. Okay, so this read compose delete permanent of your okay, let me allow this one for now. I will do changes after that one once again. So now we have to see that. So it when it is going to send, to whom it is going to send, that we can give that one CC important subject, right? So we can give the same email alias, right? Let me see. Okay, and in subject body we can do, right, check temperature temp, right? We can go in more details that what is the expression is going to come once we run that one, and we will see this one. But for now, let's run trigger. Save this one. Okay, so it says that service bus is not compatible with a Gmail connector. So let's remove this one. We cannot do the Gmail one, right? Let's try to do another thing. What we can do now, that okay. So let's do one thing. Storage blob. Okay. So let me go and grab. I have one of the blob storage. So let me create one resource quickly. Okay. That will be now we have this blob container. Let me create a new container. Let's grab these details and we can go access key. So connection string, just storage access key, name of that account ist. Okay, access key we can get this one. Okay, so path of the blob we have to provide. So name of the storage, which connection string, path we have to give. We can give the test name that. Let's put that different message ID. Okay, blob, and what is the content will be there. It should be message blob content. So okay, see mode. So this was queue message. Let's see this one. Okay, let's run this one. If you see, this one is now storing successfully. Let's go to our this storage, right? And let's go to container. In test container, you should be able to see this messages with this name of this one. This is content data is coming, and we know all these details will be coming from that. Message ID is this one. Replies is schedule time. Let's see. This is device connection scope, device type SAS, all the details. Temperature alert equals to true. So it will start coming that message and other things here quickly. So if you see quickly, all this will start coming. So this is what I wanted to show you. If you refresh this one, last time it is succeeded, rest all got failed. But when new message will come, the new this will create a new blob here. So we can go and do next process also. This is what I wanted to cover in this demo, how we can leverage our IoT hub, how we can connect Raspberry Pi devices using simulator and do end-to-end demo for this one. Do connect with us. I am going to do some more demo with IoT hub and other things. If you like that one, then please connect and please share this with your friends and other people. Thank you.